This is Melanie Wilkinson with YorkNewsTimes.com. We've had a conversation with York County Attorney Candance Dick, who wanted to bring it out into the public about the increased use of marijuana here in the York community. Her conversation comes after a sting investigation took place here in this community for approximately a year, and some people have since then arrested and charged. She wanted to talk about the facts that just because marijuana is legal in Colorado now does not mean that it's legal here.
I think people really need to be aware, and especially talk to their children about the use of marijuana not being legal in Nebraska under any circumstances. So I think I've boiled it down to just a real simple rule that for people to remember, which is if you go to Colorado to buy marijuana, to use marijuana, you have two options. You, number one, leave it there before you come back, or you don't come back. If you've got it with you, you can't bring it back. You know, if you're smoking marijuana, if you're doing marijuana, that generally means you're not getting up and going to work. You're paying marijuana is very expensive. The rate we've seen in York as high as $400 an ounce. And so I see families purchasing marijuana with money they barely have. And then what that does is trickle down to taxpayers who have to pay for their basic human needs, food, clothing, and shelter, and they're not supporting the family. So I still see it as a really big problem, and I really don't care one bit about what Colorado has decided to do. But I think that, you know, there's a younger population in York too that just kind of word of mouth on the street. They don't understand why people want to pick on harmless stoners, you know, is kind of the way they want us to look at it, and that's just not the way it's going to be viewed.
So again, the York County Attorney wanted to make sure that everyone understands that if you are caught selling marijuana in the York community, you could be looking at 1 to 20 years in prison for every single sale. Again, this is Melanie Wilkinson with YorkNewsTimes.com.